Hi guys, Brad Browning here, and you're watching episode 4 of my Ask Brad video series. Let's start this episode with a question from Satgur Singh. And Satgur Singh says, hey Brad, she broke up with me 2 weeks ago, and one of her close friends told me that she broke up because she was insecure about other girls. I used to talk with them, and I didn't give her much attention according to her. We've been in a healthy relationship for 5 years. What should I do? I'm really upset and crying all the day. Please help. Hello, Satgur. Believe it or not, your situation isn't as bad as you think. If she's breaking up with you because of this insecurity, then chances are she's still very attracted to you and maybe still in love with you. Of course, there's no way for me to know that for sure, but if you want to explain the whole story to me, you can sign up for my personal coaching program at breakupbrad.com/coaching. Now, the reason why she's insecure about other girls is because she's afraid of losing you. I believe she broke up with you to protect her own feelings. Has she potentially had a rough past in regards to losing men? What I would recommend doing in this case is the opposite of what I tell the majority of my clients to do. You should be talking to her and reassuring her that there are no other girls that you're interested in. You also need to be clear that ignoring her during your relationship was unacceptable, and you need to apologize for making her feel neglected. So in short, I believe the key here is to making your relationship work again is really communication and reassurance. So thanks very much for your question, Satgur, and good luck. Next, we have a question from Hrokal7. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Hrokal says, I broke up with my ex because he cheated. I ran into him at his work and he didn't even say hi to me. A few hours later, he texted me saying that he was sorry for his rude behavior and that he was being really impolite to me. I told him not to worry, and he asked me how I was doing and then wished me have a nice day. 1 week later, he adds me on Facebook and liked one of my statuses in which I posted that I wanted to go to the movies. What does this mean? Hi, Hrokal. Thanks for your question. I'm going to answer this question with the assumption that you are interested in getting him back in your life. And first off, I need to say that you made the correct decision breaking up with him directly after his infidelity. Because by doing this, you showed him that you're a high-value person that deserves respect and his loyalty. However, of course, the bad news is that he did cheat on you. And men cheat for a variety of reasons, but you have to identify the reasons for his infidelity. Was something lacking in your relationship with him? What was it like when you two were together? Was the chemistry between you two fading? It's possible that the attraction faded to the point where, the infidelity actually occurred. That's usually the case. Now, to reverse the breakup, you need to rebuild what I call emotional attraction. Now, you've probably heard me talk about this a lot in my other videos, but let me give you a quick rundown of what it is and how you can rebuild some of it. Emotional attraction is what keeps people in relationships. I'm not talking about just physical attraction here. Emotional attraction is something that you build through your personality. And if you do know how to build enough emotional attraction, you'll be able to prevent a man from cheating on you most of the time. Here are a couple ways to build emotional attraction. Number one, you need to show him that you have a life outside of your relationship. If you're too clingy or you demand too much attention from your boyfriend, this can lead to a huge loss of emotional attraction. Number two, showcase your value to him. What are you good at? Are you intelligent, kind, caring? Don't be afraid to show off these traits to remind him of how much of a catch you are. If you want to become an emotionally attractive person, then you can also head over to my website, breakupbrad.com, and watch the full featured presentation there where I'm going to give you some more tips. Thanks, Hrokal, and great question. Next, we have a question from Kevin Garcia. Kevin says, my ex broke up with me a while ago and now has a new boyfriend. I still have strong feelings for her, but I can't show it because we live a few states apart. We haven't talked in a month, but her friends tell me whenever they mention me, she gets really mad and sad. So are these signs that she still cares? Hi, Kevin. Thanks for the question, and I'm sorry to hear about your difficult situation. To be perfectly honest, it does sound like things are looking fairly grim, and you may eventually need to start thinking about moving on. If this new guy is just what I call an RR, a rebound relationship to help her move on and get over you, then things may still work out for you. But if it's a more serious thing and they've been together for a month or more already, then that's not a good sign. However, as to your question, it does sound like your ex is probably still emotionally affected to some degree. Whether or not that's a good sign is hard to determine based on what you've told me, and I would suggest you try your best not to overanalyze her behavior or what her friends are saying. Instead of overanalyzing and trying to figure out what's going on in her head, stick to the things that are within your control. Use the alpha attraction and covert jealousy tactics that I discussed in my X Factor guide to rebuild attraction and remind her of what an awesome guy you are, and hopefully make her second guess the decision to let you walk out of her life. Keep going out and enjoying an active social life, keep dating other girls, keep working towards your goals in work or school, and make sure that you leverage social media and mutual friends to subtly hint to your ex at how well you've been doing since the breakup. If you haven't signed up for my X Factor Guide program yet, you can do so just by heading to breakupbrad.com/buy. Anyway, thanks. Hope that helps, Kevin. Thank you very much for the question, and I really hope things work out for you. And that just about does it for episode 4 here. Please feel free to click the link below to visit my Ask Brad a Question video and post your question in the comments section if you'd like me to reply in future video. I'll also post a link to that video where you can ask your questions in the description below, so go down there and look for that link if you'd like to ask me a question. And thanks very much for all your questions. Please keep them coming. I also really appreciate your likes and subscribes. The support is really helpful. Thanks very much, and bye for now.